I'm Lisa McNee-Baker. I'm the Executive Director of the Boys and Girls Club of Durham. We were formerly known as Eastview Boys and Girls Club, and we're known that way for about 46 years. The change in name has been recent, and we're celebrating our 50th year.
The Eastview Boys and Girls Club was founded in 1963 by Simcoe Hall Women's Welfare League of Oshawa. In 1989, the Eastview Boys and Girls Club received its own chapter of operation with its own board of directors.
So when I first started with the agency just over 6 years ago, we were in 2 locations here in Oshawa, and since that time we've grown pretty rapidly, and in fact September 2013 we'll be in 20 locations across Durham Region. And prior to that, some of our other programs were already serving children or youth from across Durham Region. So our youth justice programs were meeting the needs of kids throughout Durham Region. So it just made sense that we change our name to Boys and Girls Club of Durham to really represent the youth that we're serving.
With a membership that currently exceeds 1,000 children, they provide fully equipped facilities to match a wide range of quality programs. They are one of the many clubs across the country that offer youth ages 4 to 18 years an opportunity to belong to a place that is just for their own benefit.
We're very fortunate that this facility was as well thought out as it was, and it's always amazing to me that back in 1963 people had the foresight to raise sufficient funds to put in an Olympic-size indoor pool. It was the first indoor pool of that size in Durham Region. And they didn't skimp on anything. You know, they raised a lot of money and created a beautiful facility. It was the largest Boys and Girls Club in Canada at the time when we first opened. So we have a full gymnasium, we have a large games room upstairs and a craft center upstairs. We have a kitchen and a beautiful technology center that Rogers upgraded for us in the past year. And then downstairs we have programming rooms and offices. It's a big, well laid out facility. We probably have about 6,000 people come through our doors in any given year. So the number of lives we've touched is just huge. It doesn't ever happen that I don't go somewhere, you know, in a week that somebody doesn't say to me, you know what, I was at the Boys and Girls Club, I grew up at the Boys and Girls Club.
It is their goal that every youth grow up equipped to meet the challenges of leading and building this country in the 21st century.
Right now, in terms of staff complement, we're sitting at about 114 part-time staff. We're one of the largest employers probably of young people in Durham Region. Full-time staff, we have 14 on board. In terms of volunteers, probably looking at 150 to 200 different volunteers that help us to make our magic happen throughout the year. One thing that I must say about the staff team at the Boys and Girls Club is how very fortunate we are to have such incredibly dedicated staff members. A lot of young staff people. We really work to help them to understand the importance of the work they're doing. They're touching young lives. They can have such a huge impact in terms of being a mentor and a role model. And we have been very fortunate throughout the years to have very strong staff. The Boys and Girls Club is so highly regarded in the community because we're inclusive. We like to welcome all children and youth regardless of their backgrounds, regardless of their socioeconomic status. And we like to help kids move forward. So, you know, if a kid comes to us who's maybe been in trouble, we help them sort things out and we help them to find ways that they can contribute in a meaningful way to the community. And because we've been around for so long, and we've been doing that for 50 years, there's a lot of adults in the community now who think fondly about their past involvement with the club and are supportive and there when we need them. It's a very joy-filled place. I have a lovely vantage point of being able to look out my window and seeing the kids just literally burst out of the buses and run up to the doors. They love being here. And there's lots of little magical moments that happen with kids, learning things and you know, seeing kids who appreciate that they have a safe place that they can go where people welcome them and accept them. It's very rewarding work. It sounds so cliche, but it really is true. In summary, I'm so thankful and appreciative on behalf of the agency to be selected to win this President's Award. It means so much to us to be recognized for our hard work. I'm very sad that I'm not able to be at the event. As I had booked a trip to Scotland many months before and wasn't able to move that, but certainly very appreciative and we know that we're going to continue another 50 years doing the good work that we've been doing.